I feel like I'm living my survivor fantasy right now. Okay, girl? As the horn goes off in the background like a real bitch deserves. What am I doing here? I think I've been asking myself that all day. It feels like I'm in between this conscious reality, like being here on Earth, being here in the 3D, as niggas like to say. And then I'm in between that and like this other world of looking at everything from a different perspective than other people do and feeling fucking out of place because I feel that way. Like, I feel like every day I've been, at least this week for sure, has been some sort of emotions, whether it's tears, whether it is an explosion of just like feelings, whatever the fuck it is. That has been the last week of my 20s. And it is hard to rationalize and realize that that is just my being. Like, I'm an emotional being. I'm a person that is existing here on this earth trying to make sense of things for themselves while trying to make sense of things for other people. Can you only imagine how hard that is to not just be the one person that is trying to figure it out for you and has always figured it out for yourself and has helped other people figure it out for sure, but then at the end of the day having to help a larger collective to do such. That's a lot of pressure, and I don't even look at it as that most of the time. I just think about it as this is what I signed up for, so let me just go ahead and do my job. But I'm tired, if that makes sense. It's like I love everything that I do, but I'm tired. And I'm tired of having to make excuses for people. I'm tired of having to, what's the word? Like, I have to stand my ground about who I am and how I move in order to make other people feel comfortable. That's the most fucked up, stupid ass bullshit that I've ever heard. And I'm tired of having to show up as somebody that I know that I'm not and I've never been, but I'm doing it to be cute. Or doing it to keep in mind because I know other people are fragile because I've been fragile before. And it's like, that's the shit that holds me back or keeps me grounded. Not holds me back. It keeps me on this earth and keeps me grounded because I'm always just like, you have to pump your pussy because you are tripping right now and you need to show a little bit of love. Why can I do that? Why can't others? That's my biggest question. But then I start to recognize that this is only a reflection of the energy that I've allowed in my life for a certain amount of time. And as I've gotten older, I've learned how to shift that out of my narrative and out of my like vicinity in a variety of different ways. And sometimes you have a couple of fringe benefits. Sometimes you have a couple of dust bunnies that like to stay around, but you can dust those away when it's necessary. And I used to feel really guilty for like cutting people off or like pushing myself away from others. But if I have learned anything over the last 2 or 3 months, like I'm fine alone. I don't like it, but I'm okay with it because I've had to do it for so long. It's boring. It's lonely sometimes. I wish it was different, and I wish that sometimes I had the level of loyalty from a companion or from another person that everybody else seems to have. Let's be honest about it. How do the most fucked up bitches have niggas in their lives? How do the bitches that don't do shit, don't have jobs, don't have lives, don't have goals, have bitches in their lives? I don't understand. While I'm over here doing my job, eating my food, minding my motherfucking business, while Dusty Krusty over here in the motherfucking hood is sucking on tatas, you know, all day long as she wants to. Like, come on. But I know at the end of the day, that's only happening because what I'm going to get is going to shake the motherfucking world. It's going to shake my soul too. And let me just say this, my pussy is ready. And it's been ready and it's been asking for it. And I've always asked for it before and I knew that I wasn't prepared for it. But if anything has been clear as fuck, no tea, no shade, I've been more than prepared. And I don't have to act different or like try to act a certain type of way to make it seem like I'm not. Like, bitch, this is where I am. And I'm grown enough to admit that. And that's the fucking weak ass part about some other fucking hoes out here. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got some way to feel. But they don't have any way to admit who they are. What's going on with them. But they want to project. I think my favorite phrase in my 30s is going to be suck my dick. Because I feel like that's just my whole vibration right now. And that's not shifting. And there was a time where it was like because I still do lead with love. I think that that is so important. However, when you overstep a boundary or when you cross a real nigga on the right day, you will get your fucking life rocked. And I wish a nigga would. But I know niggas are not that dumb. That goes for anybody that tries this shit over here. But I'm not, I mean, like I said, I'm 85% love and light, 15% I'll fuck you ass, like I'll fuck you in the ass, like I'll fuck you up, like don't play with me. And I think that leading into the rest of my life with that mentality is very important for me because I've spent the majority of it in fear. I've spent the majority of it thinking differently of what my capacity was and how people saw me and what they projected towards me because of my own fear and my own worry about being seen. And I just don't have time for that anymore. I'm still learning what that means. I'm still learning what it means to be completely authentic and not hide away and figure out what is able to be shared, what is not. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all I can do is move authentically to me. As I look back on these last 10 years specifically, I've shown up in places and been around people that have not been the best for me and didn't realize it until later on down the road. However, I will say that my nose sniffs out bullshit faster than before. That's one thing I'm happy to take into my 30s. Clarity. Focus. Appreciation for those that give me appreciation. Instead of empty appreciation. Forced appreciation. Forced love. I don't want that. I don't deserve that. And that's just the reality of it. And I mean, I have to take a deep breath on it because it's something that I have to admit to myself that is okay to live in. Because I've always been so preoccupied with other people's response to how I was going to show up. Not no more. You can either get with it or you can get lost. Because I'd rather a real nigga roll with me than a fake bitch. And that's on period. Pooh. So, the other thing I'm taking into my 30s is this sense of self and this identity that has developed over the last 30 years. And I've become comfortable with it. There's no reason to apologize for me taking up space. There's no reason for me to apologize for me doing something that affects you in a way that it bothers you. That's your own fucking problem. That's not my problem because I'm still going to live. My ass sat here feeling guilty because I'm blacked out for half of a fucking reading, blacked out for half my fucking day, feeling guilty because I'm trying a new medication and my new medication is pretty fucking strong. So I'm adjusting to it, but I'm being honest, I'm being authentic, I'm being myself. Why am I over here feeling guilt for living? I shouldn't. And I'm not going to anymore. And I love that. Because I wouldn't ask for anything else at this point. Because all I've done is play small so that other people can feel big. And I don't want to do that no more. And I ain't doing it no more because this weak. It's for pussies. And I don't have time for that bullshit anymore. The other thing that I have realized the most over the last couple of years is the more that you put into something that does not matter to you, the less you get out of it. You spend so much time putting into a relationship, you spend so much time putting into a job that has no benefit towards you, all you're done is drain. Like, you drain. That's it. You have nothing to show for it, except maybe a good smile if you get a gold star 1 week. Why can't my life be the gold star? Why can't every single moment be a gold star? Like, I don't understand. And also, as I sit here, because I'm scratching myself, because I'm still itchy as fuck, because my skin medication has not come through, I'm still living this sad-ass ghetto 3D life with skin problems, with other issues. Like, I'm just tired of all of this stupid shit. Like, look at my forehead, bitch. Like, I'm sure that it's probably on fleek. That's why I look like I'm fucking babushka right now, because that's just how I feel. Okay? But you know what? I don't have to apologize for anything anymore. Actually, unless I feel obligated to. But obviously I know how to use my social intelligence to know when I should and when I shouldn't. But anyway, you know, I've been wearing this thing for like, I would say about 3 weeks now, this Survivor buff to bed. And like during the day to the gym. The reason being is because I feel like I'd be on the show. I mean, I did win the show. Not the real show, but a fan version. And I whooped. Never mind, I'm not going to say that because it's rude. But I won, okay? And sometimes you just have to put the intention out there that if you want something to happen, you got to live in that. So I would have my flash forward to me living on the beach, running in challenges, thinking about who I want to vote off or who I feel like I'm probably going to, I can already tell the type of person I'm going to be good with as a partner. So I just have to find that person when I play. But I'm going to apply one day, and I'm going to be that girl. The girls will never see me coming. That's the most beautiful part about all of this. I look so non-threatening. And that's the most beautiful thing about the body that the Lord gave me. Because he put a fucking beast inside of a baby body. And I wish that people would stop sleeping on me. Because I stopped sleeping on myself, and ever since then, life has changed drastically. And that's that on that. However, this is my last evening of being in my 20s. And you know what? I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so ready to start anew. What I can say confidently and openly and just like very like frankly is that tomorrow, in a couple of hours, I would say 3.5 hours, this just begins a whole new slate. Like, it is the beginning of a whole new bitch that has already been established, already knows who she is, already knows what she wants. I already know what the plan is. I know where I'm going. As much as I may try to convince myself that I don't know, I do know, and I've always known. And I thank God for giving me that clarity, my mama for teaching me right. Because I wouldn't be here without all of that grounding. So I'm mad grateful. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. But I'm learning every fucking day. And I'm practicing the art of detachment from my own personal experiences because everybody else is having their own. And I'm allowed to have my own as well. And if you can't rock with that, you don't deserve to be around. But I will say that the walls are down. Trust and believe, because the walls were up for a very long time. The walls are down. I just got shooters on my team, so don't come half-stepping over here. Because, nigga, you'll get taken out. And that's a motherfucking promise. Don't play with me. That's the energy I'm taking into 30 and beyond. To 30 and beyond. That may have to be the title of this video. Anyway, that's all I got. Because I could sit here and rant. I mean, obviously I have so much gratitude. I'm grateful. Let me just end on that. A level of gratitude. A moment of thanks. I still have family that's breathing. I still have people that are in my corner in so many different ways. I'm in this apartment by myself. I've been in this apartment for 3 years almost. Or a little over 3 years. I have my lips. My skin is still, not 100% perfect, but, it's not as bad as it was at some point. I'm able to drink some water. I'm just living the life that I know that God has intended for me, and I cannot be upset with things in the way that they happen because there's always a lesson, and I believe that me keeping that at the forefront of my mind is what's saving me. So I'm grateful. Anyway, that's all I got. This is to me. This is to me. You did it. You didn't think you could, but you did it. Because you believed in yourself first. You've always made it happen. So whenever you need to remind yourself that you had the power to make it through, come back to this. And remind yourself how no matter what happens, no matter what comes your way, you are more powerful than you even give yourself credit for. Continue to be humble. Continue to listen. Continue to remain teachable. Continue to remain honest. And continue to lead with love as you always have. It's gotten you this far. Allow it to lead you for the rest of your life because you know that that's what you deserve. I love you, dog. Peace.